This is not just the story of a candle. It's the story of a man who understood the difference between what belongs to himself and what belongs to the people. A man whose honesty lit the way for generations. Umar bin Abdul Aziz. Umar bin Abdul Aziz was not an ordinary ruler. Though he wore the title of Caliph, he lived like a servant of God. Humble, fair, and deeply conscious of every action. To him, leadership was a trust, not a privilege. When the world slept, Umar stayed awake, reading complaints from villagers, approving funds for the poor, answering questions from governors. By the light of a candle, not just any candle, but one bought from the people's money. One evening, a trusted advisor came to him. But this time, the matter was personal, a question about his daughter's wedding, not the affairs of the Ummah. Minister said, "Amral Mu'minin, may I speak to you about something personal?" Without a word, Umar leaned forward and blew out the candle. The flame died, but something brighter was about to shine: integrity. Then he reached for another candle, one paid from his personal wealth, not the state's. He lit it slowly, and only then did he speak. Umar said, "Now we may talk, for this is no longer the people's time, it is mine." The room was quiet. The minister couldn't find words. One candle had just taught him more about justice than 1,000 books. This was not a rare moment. Umar lived simply every day. He wore no silk. He took no gifts. Even his meals were plain. He ruled the largest empire of his time, with the humility of a servant. 2 candles, one for the people, one for the self. To many, it was just wax and flame. To Umar, it was the difference between justice and betrayal. Those who saw it never forgot it. The lesson wasn't in speeches, but in silence. It wasn't in sermons, but in small, consistent choices. The story of the 2 candles spread like light across the land, told in mosques, whispered in markets, passed down in families. Fathers told their sons, mothers told their daughters, this is what leadership means. This is what trust looks like. In his final days, Umar remained the same. No gold around him, no palace guards, just the remembrance of Allah and his own conscience. Umar said softly, "Remember, justice begins at the smallest of acts." Even with a candle, Umar left no empire of riches, but he left a legacy, a candle that still burns in the hearts of the just. Now we ask ourselves, which candle do we burn? Do we shine only for ourselves or for others? In every choice, may we remember Umar and the light of integrity.